This module talks about testing difference of means in two independent samples, assuming that the population variances are unknown and they are unequal. So here the goal for the testing of hypothesis for the difference between two population means is to find out that whether the mean for the first group is equal or not equals to the mean for the second group. The very first thing we need to figure out is that whether the population means the populations are independent or not. So as the different data sources may arise, they can be dependent, which is also called related or paired, against a situation where both the samples can be independent, where the sample selected from one population has no effect on the sample selected from the other. We can think of two possible cases where the standard deviations or the variances are unknown, but they are assumed to be equal. We use pooled variance t-test, and we use SP as the estimate for unknown sigma. On the other hand, when sigma 1 and sigma 2 are unknown, but they are not assumed to be equal, we calculate S1 and S2 as estimates for the unknown sigma 1 and sigma 2 and use a separate variance t-test. Here in this scenario, we are considering the second option where sigma 1 and sigma 2 are unknown and they are not assumed to be equal. A hypothesis can be stated in three possible ways, where we can state it as a lower tail test when the differences between two mean is less than 0 as an alternative hypothesis, or it could be upper tail test where difference between two means is greater than 0, can be stated as alternative hypothesis. And thirdly, it can be stated as a two-tail test where the difference is not equals to 0 as an alternative hypothesis. We will contain the usual level of significance that alpha equals to 0.05. Then we got to check for the assumptions. The first assumption states that samples are randomly and independently drawn. The second assumption states that population are normally distributed. And the third assumption states that population variances are unknown, but they are assumed to be unequal. So when in the case when population variances are unequal, but they are drawn from normally distributed populations, the test statistics for testing H0, that mean of the first group is equals to the mean of second group, is denoted by T prime, which is the estimate of the difference in the means, that is x1 bar minus x2 bar minus mu1 minus mu2 divided by s1 square over n1 plus s2 square over n2. But here, the critical value of T prime for an alpha level of significance and a two-sided test is approximately T distributed, with T prime 1 minus alpha by 2 is W1 T1 plus W2 T2 divided by W1 plus W2. Then we make this decision rule, and here we are using the critical region approach. If it's a lower tail test, we reject H0 if T statistics, which is T computed, is less than minus T alpha. If it's an upper tail test with a greater sign in the alternative hypothesis, we reject H0 if T computed is greater than T alpha. But if it's a two-tail test, we reject H0 if T stat is less than minus T alpha by 2 or T stat is greater than T alpha by 2. We can use the usual p-value approach to make our decision rule as well. Here we reject H0 if p-value is less than or equals to alpha. Then we'll make some calculations and give our conclusion. Let's take an example. The researcher wanted to examine the subjects with hypertension and healthy controlled subjects. One of the variables of interest was the aortic stiffness index. Measures of this variable were calculated from the aortic diameter evaluated by M-MOD echocardiography and blood pressure measured by sphygmomanometer. Generally, physicians wish to reduce aortic stiffness in the 15 patients with hypertension, which we are taking it as a group 1. The mean aortic stiffness index was 19.16 with a standard deviation of 5.29, whereas in the 30 control subjects, is treated as a second group. The mean aortic stiffness index was 9.53 with a standard deviation of 2.69. So we wish to determine if the two populations represented by these samples differ with respect to mean aortic stiffness index. We state our data that we know that sample size for the group 1 is 15 and sample size for the group 2 is 30 with their respective means, x1 bar for the group 1 and x2 bar for the group 2 is respectively 19.16 and 9.53 with their standard deviations for the group 1 is 5.29 and standard deviation for the group 2 is 2.69. It's very important that we test for the assumption. Since the data constitute two independent random samples, independent assumption is fulfilled, and one from a population of subjects with hypertension and other from a control group. And we assume that aortic stiffness values are approximately normally distributed. And if we ever have to test, we can use Kolmogorov-Smirnov test or we can use Shapiro-Wilks test to test for the significance of the normality in both populations. And lastly, the population variances are unknown and they are assumed to be unequal. We state our null hypothesis, mu1 minus mu2 is equals to 0 against the alternative that both the means are not equal. So the test statistics is given by the equation given on the right, where t prime is x1 bar minus x bar 2 minus mu1 minus mu2 divided by s1 square over n1 plus 2 square over n2. And the distribution of the test statistic is given by the equation we have stated on the right does not follow the student t distribution. We therefore obtain its critical values by equation. And our decision rule states that at alpha 0.05 before computing t prime, we calculate w1, which is standard deviation square of divided by the size of the group 1. It is 1.8656, and w2 is the standard deviation square divided by the number of observation in the group 2, which is 0.2412. So using the table of the t distribution, we find that t1 and t2 are 2.1448 and t2 as 2.0452. So using these values, our statistics turn out to be 2.133. So our decision rule then is to reject H0 if computed t is either greater than or equals to 2.133 or less than 2.1 minus 2.133. So we computed this t statistic. Our value turned out to be 6.63, and the statistical decision states that since 6.63 is greater than 2.133, we reject our null hypothesis and conclude that on the basis of the results that the two means are different. One can also use the p-value approach for this test.